Hello. Okay, so I'm going to be making a video later on today with photographs of all the children that are looking for sponsors. The majority of them are new children. Word got out, and when we reopened the Learning Centre last week, quite a few new faces showed up, younger children, and I know that it's been really difficult for those of you that have continued supporting your children that you were originally sponsoring, some of you right back from the very beginning, and we really appreciate that. It's just been quite difficult for us to get updates for you about these children, because some of them are older now. They're not necessarily attending the Learning Centre anymore. Some of them I don't know them, because I lived in Nadezhda for nearly 2 years, but that was 2 years ago now. So anyone that has been sponsoring children that got into sponsorship around that time, it might have been a child that I don't actually know very well, and so getting updates has proved quite difficult since we've started our ministry, which has stepped in and filled in a bit of a gap from when my brother's ministry ended last year. So yeah, it's for some of you it's been children that we know or children we're familiar with, so we've been able to visit them and go to their houses when we're in Nadezhda. But some of the children, it's just been almost impossible to get updates. But we've just wanted to be loyal to you who want to continue supporting, and also to the I'm actually having a really tough couple of days, because I decided to try and reach out. Basically, we are going to be putting this video together later on today, and it will be a list of all the children. First of all, it will be a list of all the children that are now attending the Learning Centre, and most of them are quite young and are going to be in the Learning Centre every day, and a lot of them have got quite a lot of needs. You can see in the picture some of them are quite ill dressed. They're new kids, a lot of them I don't know, and I will get to know them. But it will be easier for us to get updates on them, because they'll be coming into the Learning Centre. It's open 3 days a week, and they'll be coming in, and so we can get images and and get to know we have a reason to go to their house. We can go and introduce ourselves. These children are choosing to attend the Learning Centre now, so it's just been a bit awkward for me to turn up at somebody's house of somebody I don't know, trying to get an update on a child that doesn't really know who I am, especially when the sponsor is not really sending much support, because I think they're probably thinking, why why am I telling this lady how I am? So some of you have had to be really patient, but what I'm trying to say is it's not really going to be like that with the new children, because these are children that are choosing to attend the Learning Centre now. And obviously the church, when it reopens, which will be this week, hopefully, we'll be getting some footage up of that as soon as it happens. But yeah, so it will be images of the children that are attending the Learning Centre, and also there will be a few extra kids on that, because I have really tried hard to reach out. I didn't have a list of children that were sponsored when my brother left last year. I was not given any information, and so I had to go searching out for myself. Some I knew, some of the children I know, some of them speak quite good English, so they can tell me, especially the ones that have had sponsors that have visited them. But some of the children, I don't know them, or they don't speak very good English, or their sponsor has not really been that involved, and so it's been really difficult to work out who has lost their sponsor. So when going back to that awful day when I signed into my brother's YouTube Gmail and found his Google search history, I also had a whole list of contacts land on my phone, and it was obviously from his phone, his contacts, and a lot of them obviously I haven't messaged at all. There's no reason to, but the ones that had the word sponsor and then a child's name and then the adult's name, I've reached out to them saying, were you a sponsor of our ministry? Could you please let me know if you still want to continue sponsoring? Either way, please send a photograph so that we can add your sponsor child to either, our list of already sponsored children or photograph into the video to seek for a new sponsor. No pressure, no pressure at all. I'm just thinking of the kids. Some of these children have lost their sponsors and I don't know how to find them. So I reached out to all of the contacts that I had that said sponsor. I think it was about 20 or 30. It wasn't very many. And a couple replied. Most of them ignored me. One lady in particular wrote an awful message. Maybe one day I'll share it with you. She actually thought she was talking to my daughter, and it was awful. She was accusing the whole family of awful things. Really bad, actually. It was really hurtful. And so it was hard. It's just really difficult. We're going through a lot, So I left it for a while. I just stayed in touch with a few that got back to me and left it for a while. But because we're making this video today of all the kids, I thought the last couple of days, let me just reach out to all the ones that didn't reply. Surely they can see by now our priority is the children. If they've watched any of the further videos, maybe they've had a chance to think, and all I want, I'm not asking them to responsor their children. I'm just asking me to send me an image of their child so that I can get Bodgedar to search them out and find out if that child still needs some support. That's it. So I sent a message to the probably 15 or 20 that didn't reply to me. And thankfully, 2 want to continue sponsoring. One man, his sponsored child has actually left Nadezhda, so he'll be sponsoring another child. So that was really great, But a couple have been really quite rude and hurtful, and me and my family, I've made the harsh decision, and I didn't want to do it because I know that these children now, I can't do anything about it. I've just got a list of names, don't know who they are. Can't do anything about it. I mean, so many children are by the same names in Nadezhda, it would be almost impossible to find them, searching for them in Nadezhda. I can't go around Nadezhda asking, does anyone know where Mitko is? There's thousands of Mitkos in Nadezhda. So I've just been really trying to match sponsor with child, but I received a message yesterday from one man saying that he will not be supporting my ministry. He's waiting for Daniel to return to Nadezhda, which is crazy because Daniel would be breaking the law to return to Nadezhda. I know there are people out there that think my brother is innocent. There are people out there that think my brother's guilty. The priority has to be the children. Doesn't matter what you think about Daniel. We are able to still continue reaching and blessing these children. So if you don't want it to be through you, that's fine. But don't abuse me and my children. We're doing our best to keep this ministry going. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be looking there. It's there. I really am rubbish. We're talking on the camera. It's awkward for me. But yeah, and then I had a really awkward conversation back and forth with him about forgiveness. I forgive my brother, but I will not enable. And I've seen enough evidence. I don't like to keep going over it again, but it's like I'm being tarnished with a brush. Me and my children have decided to continue things in Nadezhda. First of all, because it took us years to build up trust to get in there, and we've lived there. We have connections there, and they trust us. And second of all, it should never have been about anything other than blessing the children. And a lot of children are going to be going without, and we're trying to fix that. I just received a reply from a lady telling me, don't ever contact me again. Your family has, your family this and your family that. And please pray for me and my family. We are being attacked all the time. I don't really talk to you guys like this because I don't, it's not about me. The children in Nadezhda have been hurt way more than I have, but today I feel vulnerable and today I feel really sad. And I just want to reach out to you. I just want to be real. Okay, I will never stop fighting. I will never stop fighting for Nadezhda. I will never stop fighting for these children to be loved and heard and helped. But I have to put up with a lot of abuse from small-minded people that have no idea I didn't even have an idea what my children have been through. Life in Nadezhda for them was hard, and life back home has been hard since, we've had to deal with a lot, and I just don't understand why people that people that call themselves Christians can be so unkind. So this video, I'm not really sure. I just felt led to make a video, and I mean, I'm sitting in my bedroom. You'll have to forgive me. The kids are making noise downstairs. I don't normally make videos like this, but I just want to encourage everyone out there that watches this to be kind. You know, I never, ever intended to speak ill of my brother, but I had to tell the truth. And this ministry, even before when I wasn't involved, has always claimed to be about children. Now it is, I can promise you, it's about the kids. We love the children there. I've lived there. We've been there, spent so much time. I have never seen in my life children with so little yet so happy. And I just love them. Just want to make a difference in their lives and have some fun with them, show them a bit of fun. Some of these kids don't have fun. They don't know how to have fun. Help them, educate them, encourage them back into Bulgarian school. Some of them don't go to school because they're bullied. They're bullied because they turn up with scraggly hair. They can't speak Bulgarian. They're smelly. They're ill-dressed. You know, we can change that. It's not even difficult. You know, Bojadar's teaching them Bulgarian. Angel and Bojadar are teaching them Bulgarian and English. And we're providing clothes. You know, it isn't difficult to change this. But I am actually, I mean, I am strong. I'm strong. I've raised children on my own. I've been on my own most of my life. I am strong, but there's only so much you can take, you know? You don't have to be abusive. I just don't even know if I'm going to upload this video, because I don't know if I'm just ranting for no good reason. I'll pray about it and I will watch it back. But yeah, look, love. Show a little love. You know, even if you don't agree with what I'm doing, be kind. In life, be kind, you know. Actually, that was one of the things that Dawn really taught me. I mean, I've always tried to be kind, but I was going through a real rough time when she left Nadeshda and came here to visit me, and her main message was about showing kindness. People just forget to be kind, and I don't understand. It's not difficult to be kind, you know. We shouldn't do it for ourselves, but it actually does feel good. But Jesus was kind. And I'm not saying don't tell the truth. I'm not saying sugarcoat. You know, I'm all for telling the truth. I've got quite a big mouth. But I don't understand why people have to be so unkind. Just be kind. Just be kind. Thank you for listening.